I still remember the exact second she said it. Her voice didn't shake. Mine didn't either. "You're too young," she said softly. "I'm older than you." I smiled, even though my chest felt tight, and I said the only truth I knew. Love doesn't care about age. That moment didn't come out of nowhere. It was built slowly, quietly. Over months of stolen conversations, shared silences, and feelings we both tried to deny. I wasn't looking for love. I was just trying to survive my days. I was 24. Still figuring out who I was. Working a regular job. Living a simple life. I had dreams, yes, but they were messy. Unclear. Some days I felt confident. Other days, I felt like a child pretending to be an adult. She was 36. Calm. Grounded. The kind of woman who didn't rush her words. The kind who listened before speaking. She had lived enough life to carry quiet wisdom in her eyes. We met at work. Not the same department. Not the same role. Just the same building. Same elevator. Same coffee machine. Same late evenings. At first, she was just a familiar face. A polite smile. A nod. Then one evening, the elevator stopped between floors. Lights flickered. Silence filled the small space. She laughed lightly and said, "Looks like we're stuck." That was it. That was the beginning. We talked. Nothing deep. Work complaints. Bad coffee. The weather. But there was ease. No pressure. No performance. When the elevator finally moved again, I felt disappointed. And that surprised me. After that, we started talking more. Not on purpose. It just happened. A few words here. A shared joke there. She never treated me like a kid. And I never tried to impress her. That's what made it dangerous. I learned she was divorced. No drama. Just honesty. A marriage that ended quietly after years of trying. No kids. Just lessons. She learned I had never been in a serious relationship. That I still believed love could be simple. That I was scared of becoming someone I wouldn't recognize. That I was scared of becoming someone I wouldn't recognize. We never crossed a line. Not at first. But lines blur when feelings grow. Some evenings, we'd sit in the parking lot after work. Just talking. Windows open. Night air between us. Time slipping away. She would talk about her past. Mistakes. Choices. Things she would do differently. I would talk about my future. Hopes. Fears. Things I hadn't done yet. Sometimes she'd look at me with something unreadable in her eyes. Like she was remembering something. Or warning herself. I noticed the age gap long before she said it out loud. The way she referenced years I barely remembered. The way she had already learned lessons I was just starting to face. But I didn't feel younger with her. I felt equal. And that scared her. One night, we sat in her car. Rain tapping softly on the windshield. Silence stretched between us. She said, "This isn't a good idea." I asked, "What isn't?" She looked straight ahead. Whatever this is becoming. My heart started racing. Is it becoming something? She exhaled slowly. That's the problem. I wanted to reach for her hand. I didn't. I respected her too much. After that night, she pulled back. Short replies. Less eye contact. More distance. I told myself it was for the best. I told myself she was right. But my heart didn't listen. Weeks passed. I tried dating someone my age. It felt forced. Empty. Like I was acting in a role that didn't fit. Every time I laughed, I wished she was there to hear it. Every time something went wrong, I wanted to tell her. One evening, she messaged me. Just one sentence. Can we talk? We met at a quiet cafe. Neutral ground. Public. Safe. She looked tired. Not physically. Emotionally. She wrapped her hands around her cup and said, I think about you more than I should. My breath caught. She continued, and that scares me. I said nothing. I let her speak. You deserve someone at the same stage of life, she said. Someone who can grow with you, not hold you back. I finally spoke. You don't hold me back. She shook her head. You don't understand yet. Then help me understand, I said. She looked at me then. Really looked. Her eyes were glossy. That's when she said it. You're too young. I'm older than you. The cafe noise faded. It was just us. I smiled. Not because it was easy, but because it was honest. Love doesn't care about age, I said. She closed her eyes for a moment. Like she was fighting something inside her. Love should care about consequences, she whispered. That was the turning point. Everything after that changed. We tried to walk away. Both of us. For different reasons. She tried to protect me. I tried to respect her fear. But love doesn't disappear just because you ask it to. We avoided each other. Days turned into weeks. Weeks into months. I grew. I changed. Life tested me. Work pressure. Family expectations. Financial stress. And through all of it, I kept thinking of her. Wondering if she was okay. If she was lonely. One night, after a long argument with my family about my future, I realized something. I wasn't afraid of the age gap. I was afraid of losing her. I showed up at her door. No warning. No plan. She opened it, surprised. Silent. I'm not here to convince you, I said. I just need you to know that I'm choosing this with open eyes. She stepped aside. Let me in. We talked for hours. No accusations. No drama. Just truth. She told me her fears. Society. Judgment. Regret. The possibility that one day I might want something she couldn't give. I told her my fears too. That I might never forgive myself for not trying. That I might always wonder, the climax wasn't a kiss. It was a decision. She said, if we do this, we do it honestly. Slowly. No promises we can't keep. I nodded. That's all I want. We didn't rush into love. We stepped into it carefully. Some days were hard. Some days were beautiful. People judged. Some didn't understand. But we kept choosing communication over fear. In the end, we didn't get a perfect ending. We got a real one. We're still together. Still learning. Still unsure at times. But every time she looks at me and smiles, I know. Love never cared about our ages. Only about our honesty. And that has been enough.